guy, though.
He seems it.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my... No, I think it's my first time. Hello.
We got a new face here.
Yes. So Daniela.
Hey guys, welcome to Box Office Showdown. We're going to be talking about Aladdin today because that just came out.
It did.
It is Disney's most recent live-action adaptation of, and I'm pretty excited because Aladdin's probably one of my favorites.
Yes.
But first off,
he was one of mine too.
Yeah.
Or it was one of mine.
Yeah, the movie is great. First off, let's introduce our fellow castmate that will be joining us today.
Hey.
What is your name?
My name's Daniela.
Where do you hail from, Daniela?
Yeah.
I'm originally from Maryland, and
How
now I
nice.
live here in Los Angeles.
Nice. I don't know if you guys have been watching the channel, but she did some anime reviews for us because I think she's pretty well versed in the anime world. You like anime?
Yeah.
Are you excited about Anime Expo?
I am excited about Anime
Yeah.
Expo. I really hope it's not so hot this year, though.
Yes. Last year was a shit
It was
show.
like 120 degrees
And
last
there's
year.
so many people. There's so many people. Like, if you go up to the
was-
escalator
Yeah.
and you're on the second floor and you look down, it's crowds and crowds of
Oh,
people.
wow.
It's like a scene
I've
from
only
Walking
been to
Dead.
Anime Expo in Dallas, so I cannot relate to this.
Oh yes,
But-
it is so bad. It is so bad. But thank you guys so much for joining us on your Saturday. I know we're a little bit late, but Brendan was there. He was talking to you guys about some things. So and we got some other special videos that will be coming out soon. But we're here to talk about Aladdin, which is going to, honestly, what are you guys' take on live action adaptations of classic Disney movies?
In general, I feel like they're kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I think that when you add something new and different, like you add a new and different twist to it, then it makes sense to have it, right?
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Like I would say it did not work with Dumbo. I didn't like what they added.
I didn't even watch Dumbo.
Well, it was not worth it.
Yeah.
But with Aladdin, I really loved the, modern
Take
twist
on
they
it.
added to it.
Did you guys
if will.
enjoy? Have you guys seen Jungle Book, the Jungle Book live action?
I did see it. I did.
What else did they have? There's a Cinderella one.
Yeah, there's Maleficent, which I guess you could take as a live action version of
and then there's
Beauty.
another one coming out too.
Yeah.
Lion King.
Lion King's
I'm
coming
excited
out.
for that one.
I think they just announced the cast for Mulan, too, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Oh, did they announce the cast? I do know Mulan's coming, but
yeah,
I didn't know they
Mulan
announced
is
the cast.
coming, and I'm pretty excited about that because Mulan's one of my favorite.
I'm just upset about Shang being done dirty.
I wanted Ming-Na Wen to play the grandmother. I wanted,
That would've been-
I
that
wanted
was
them
so
to,
funny.
That would've been
to like
cool for
Benjamin
Or at least the
Button her.
mom,
No,
you
no,
know?
see, everyone says
But
the
you
mom.
really
I
wanted- you
wanted
wanted
them
the
to
grandma?
full on like Benjamin Button, like all this like FX makeup.
Just so
because
she can say, stay forever.
she would have done it so
Yeah.
well. Like,
Yeah.
she would have gone all out with that.
That's
Are you a
and it
funny.
would've
big
made me so
Ming-Na
happy.
fan? Yeah.
As am I. She is
Yeah.
excellent.
I love her on Agents of Shield.
Oh my God, she's
Agents
so
of
good.
Shield is so like last week or Friday's episode. So much fun. So much fun. Are you a huge Disney fan?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm not super into all the live action ones.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of feel like they're abusing my nostalgia.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
In a way. But yeah, I am in general. I mean, I used to have a pass, I don't anymore, but I did get to go to Galaxy's Edge.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh.
this week, which was amazing.
Oh, they had the press thing already?
It was the cast members.
Okay,
today,
cool,
and I had
cool.
a friend who brought me.
Brought you in there.
Awesome.
Nice.
Was it awesome?
It's oh my God, it's so
It's
cool.
beyond, huh?
You
It's-
have to go.
Oh my gosh. I know you did. She did a Kim Possible cosplay.
I do.
That's so cool.
Cosplay Kim Possible and
Yeah.
Anna
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
How did you like the Kim
And
Possible
Stitch.
movie that they did?
Did it
you
already
watch it?
happen?
Yeah, I did. It happened a while
Oops.
ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? Yeah.
No.
I see. You like the original.
Yeah, I'm an
You're all about
I'm
the
OG.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for everybody that's in the chat. And I know it's still like people are still coming in. We were a little late. Edward Sanchez Productions, Spider-Man, Sarah Moore, Jared Hodges. Thank you again for joining us on your
Yes.
Saturday. It really means a lot to us that you guys spend your Saturday with us. But let's jump into it.
All right.
Daniela has not seen the film.
No.
We kind of just were like, you know what? Let's just throw her in and then see.
You can
see
give
how it
the,
goes.
but you liked the animated
Yeah.
one.
Oh
The
yeah,
original,
of course.
Yeah.
The original is like a classic.
Yeah.
You,
So-
you can't not like it.
This
I agree.
this film, like, so this is pretty much, we're going to be pitching it to you to see if you'd be interested in actually watching it. It's not like we're spoiling anything for
Right.
any of you. It's not like, oh, we spoiled the end of Titanic for you.
Yeah.
The ship hit an iceberg and it's sinking.
Exactly.
What?
I guess there's like one thing that's kind of different.
So we could probably
Or like an addition, but I think that
yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's a.
yeah.
My friend, I saw it with my friend, and she like literally after the first scene, she's like, "Oh, that's what this is," and I was like, "Isn't that a spoiler?" She's like, "I think it's very clear."
I don't
that's
know
what
if you
happened."
guys remember the old film. So Jafar's main goal is to get the lamp from the Cave of
From
Wonders.
the Cave of Wonders, right? Which is
and-
not that wonderful.
Yeah, it was
Cave of
very
One
quick.
Wonder.
It was
The
very
cave,
quick.
but yeah.
It kind of reminded me a little bit. I don't know if you guys kept up with the Hobbit movies, the Desolation of Smaug.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of reminds me a little bit what the place looked like. But they kind of like really went right through it. In the original film, there's this other guy that did it before Aladdin that went in there and he failed because he wasn't worthy or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know if you saw in the intro, like Will Smith is singing and it just kind of went right past.
Yeah,
it.
they just like literally show you this guy, and then it falls on top of him
That's it.
while Will Smith is singing Arabian Nights. So it didn't even.
As far as live action adaptations for you guys, when you guys heard that Will Smith was cast as the genie, what were you guys' like initial thoughts on that? Not you weren't happy.
You didn't like it?
No.
No.
I was like,
When I
no.
first saw him in the blue at the trailer, I didn't like that.
Yes.
But Will Smith as the genie, I was fine with because I feel like there's very few actors who are kind of like on that
as charismatic.
exactly
as
as charismatic and on the level of just like iconic as like Robin Williams, right? You'd be like, if you're going to be like, who am I going to
Robin
cast
Williams.
in a role that Robin Williams played? How many actors do you have that you would say?
And
you
I've
know?
seen some interviews
So.
with Will Smith where he's like, when they first asked him, he's like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, these shoes are so big, you can't fill these shoes. It's Robin Williams who's been such an influence on like comedians everywhere, especially young comedians coming up. That his portrayal of Genie is just. It's something that you can't really try to
Right.
replicate or try to recreate. In Disneyland, before the Frozen show came to California Adventure, they had an Aladdin show, and that the genies that they had there, they were decent, like, but they weren't trying to be Robin
Right.
Williams. I think that's the key.
I think that people kind of like, or like if you haven't seen the Broadway show, like James Monroe Eagleheart originated the Genie on the Broadway show, and that's also very much like a very big, larger than life performance. That's not Robin Williams at all, you know.
So yeah, like you saw the original film, you know Robin Williams and how like enthusiastic he was about the film. You can tell you'll be able to tell in this film that Will Smith is trying to pay homage to him a little bit, but not to the point where he's trying to be
Right.
Robin Williams. I think the best parts of this film is like we're not really gonna spoil a lot for you, but I mean like we said
It's the
before,
same movie
it's the
with, like,
same-
2 extra
It's
details.
the same movie. Hey Jalen Glover. Yeah, he's once he like you could actually see a little bit where he's trying to be Robin Williams, and then once he gets his footing as far as like what he wants this genie to be, he's very entertaining.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
and
entertaining.
in like in a different way from Robin Williams, like sort of. I guess it's like if you were to put them side by side, you can come up with a story for Will Smith's Genie that's like from a different place than Robin's.
Well,
you know?
since we're on Will Smith, just to gauge and get to know each other well, what's your guys' favorite Will Smith movie?
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Is it?
Yeah. How about you?
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Oh, the TV show. Okay, yeah.
So then-
well,
then I
obviously
think-
Fresh
no,
Prince. Then.
So then, if you, if,
I
so
was
this,
like, I can't think of a movie.
so this is if this is if
It's
this,
like, I was like, what I think of him.
Yeah.
He is the Fresh Prince,
He
and
is.
if you enjoy the Fresh Prince, I think that he brought back a little of like his 80s, 90s Will Smith into this film
Yeah.
as far as his swagger and his presentation or reinterpretation of the Genie. So I thought that was great. You guys in the chat, feel free to put down your favorite Will Smith.
So Jared
movie.
said MIB too.
MIB, okay. For
What's
me,
yours? Yeah.
Ironically, it's Hitch.
Oh
And
my God.
I say Hitch because this film is like a Disney Hitch.
Yeah.
It is because have you guys seen Hitch?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
I have.
So it's this film about Will Smith, who's what would you call it? He's a consultant.
Yeah, he's like a relationship consultant, right?
Yes, he's a relationship consultant who his clients are men. I don't think he had any women.
No, I think it's usually
Yeah.
like men basically trying to bag a girl,
Yeah,
and he's
men
like,
who are not. What's the word? Not physically fit or not in the greatest position to
Right.
to
win
woo
their- yeah.
the opposite sex. So Will Smith, his job was to take them in and then try I don't know, like not try to change them
or like
per
coach
se.
them into.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
life coach. So he was a life coach that trains these guys on how to achieve or how to interact with women that they were
Yeah.
infatuated with, and that's what I compared this film to
Right.
because more in Hitch it was Kevin James who's the King of Queens.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. He's Paul Blart Mall Cop. So his goal was he wanted to meet or date this, what was she, royalty or
Yeah.
some like celebrity. So Hitch would try to fix him up with him. So that's what I thought this film was. That what I got from
The
this is
irony being that, of course, Genie has been in the lamp for 1,000 years,
Yeah.
but he is still better at
yeah, he's still way better at meeting girls than
Aladdin.
is, which is weird because what's his name? Something Massar.
Mina Masood.
Mina Masood.
He's so attractive.
He's so good.
He's so charismatic.
He's so charismatic, and he's very I think he's a dancer too because.
I mean, his dancing was excellent.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
know how he must be because he was talking about like in interviews, he was talking about how impressed he was by the choreographer and the choreographer's assistant, and the way he talked about it. I feel like it's got to be someone that also dances.
Yeah.
But yeah, his dancing was excellent. His acting was excellent. His singing was like okay, but that's all right.
For me, his acting was good. But if you compare it to
Right, sure.
Jasmine, Jasmine outshines. She is probably my favorite part about this film because she's just so good. Like she's just so. I know you're reading an article just earlier.
Oh yeah, Lord,
Yeah.
Lord, I was reading this
Would you
ridiculous.
enlighten us, please?
I was reading the New York Times review of Aladdin. That was just basically the first half was just like why there shouldn't be live action remakes. Okay, thank
And
you.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with
And then-
that. You know.
yeah, I'm like,
because
okay.
Hit or miss.
Yeah, and then it was just talking about how like Jasmine was just like a ham-fisted attempt at like princess power, and I don't even remember what else it was saying. Just nonsense about and that like the whole idea of being yourself shouldn't be in a Disney movie because Disney movies make money off of not being yourself. And I was like, okay, I guess.
Someone's reaching. from a cosplayer's point of view, like you when you're choosing these characters to cosplay, is it more so that you have a true love for this character before you even decide to dress
Right.
up as them?
You never want to like cosplay someone who like you don't like because you're never gonna do it as well. You're never gonna be that character as well as if you love them and you watch them all the time
Yeah.
and know everything about them. But yeah, like someone who's saying like, oh, Disney's not about being yourself or they're making money off that clearly does not like actually watch
Right.
Disney.
Disney
They
films.
only know what other people complain about them.
So when you're let's say you're a Disney person, you said not Elsa, you said Anna.
Right.
When
The superior sister. No, just kidding. But continue.
Yeah. So when you portray that character and you see fans at conventions and stuff, do you become Anna?
Oh yeah.
And is it
Especially-
important for you to do it?
Especially if it's a kid.
Aw.
If it's if it's an adult, it depends. Sometimes they want you to be Anna, and sometimes you're just like, can I
He's
get a
like,
picture?
"Alright."
Yeah.
But, if it's a kid, then they're gonna be like asking you questions, and you gotta know those answers. You gotta know where Elsa is because they're gonna ask you.
That's so cute.
The reason why I say this is, for an actress like Naomi Scott, who
Yeah.
is portraying Jasmine, and this character that's beloved by so many fans, just growing up. You're at this fork in the road as far as like, do I portray them as you seen them, as nostalgia wise, or do I take this opportunity to create this new character,
Right.
to build upon this character and create this role model for just girls all over the world, for someone to look up to. I know with Captain Marvel, when Captain Marvel came up, the whole theme was empowerment and being more than you are. Do you feel like this film like achieved what it was trying to do?
I mean, I think so. I mean, I think the writing, like, yes, Naomi Scott's performance was really good, but also the dimensions they added to for her to play with were really helpful too. Like even just having Dahlia, like Nasim Pedrad, as a best friend type character for her, as the handmaiden, for her to have another woman to riff off of, and for them to be able to talk about her role in the government or her role in this country, really helped her a lot. And then of course adding Speechless, which she kicked Speechless's ass.
Yes,
one thing I hate about the Disney live action films is that the music will get so loud, like it's trying to drown out the person singing. And she was like, "You will not." The song is about not being speechless.
When she's singing the solo song, like I would compare it a little bit to, like, have you seen Moana?
Yeah.
Like the Moana song. It was like it felt a little bit like that. But you can see, like, when she's singing, like her veins are coming out of her neck. She's just really, really invested in this.
Yeah.
One difference from the cartoon and from the live action is that Jasmine is given a little bit more of a bigger backstory versus and in the original film it's finding a suitor, finding someone to marry her. Here it's more so like finding a suitor and also finding your voice, or finding like making sure that your opinion is valued by people. Yeah. They even had a backstory with her mom too, and honestly, like the little things like that. I know they fast forward through a lot of stuff, but like cutting time on that stuff to emphasize on the character, development for Jasmine, for other characters, is, I think that's good.
I think that's definitely a plus in my book.
That's definitely a plus. I know
the backstory for the Genie and the backstory for Jasmine both.
I know that it's not doing too well, like with critics, because I think with do you guys like listen to critics a lot when watching movies?
No.
Is there any films that like people just shat on that you really truly enjoyed?
Popstar Never Stop.
Oh my God, yes! That's the best movie!
What is that?
It's
like a Lonely Island
movie.
Yeah.
It was only in theaters for literally like 2 weeks or something, because critics hated it so much that they took it out. But it's the best.
It's
movie.
so funny. It's so funny.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's just it's like a mockumentary type. Yeah.
It's like supposed to be like the Justin Bieber documentary.
Yeah.
So that's like, all right, you critics can shut up because I really enjoy this film. And, I don't care what you say. But I mean,
did critics hate A Cinderella Story? Because I love A Cinderella Story. Does that count?
What was a film? I don't know what it actually got on like with reviewers, but one of my favorites is A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger and Robert Baratheon
and Sean
from Game of Thrones, Alan Tudyk's in it. A lot of people are like, oh, that's not really a good film. It's kind of whatever. It's like, no, I really enjoy that film. It's one of my favorite Heath Ledger films.
I think there's some films that are just like meant to just be enjoyed. You know, like
so this
Calm
one.
Down, Greg, and Soccer.
Was it a good movie? No, but was it enjoyable? Like, did I have a great time watching it? Absolutely.
And I am, as some fans know, I am the ambassador of enjoying like crazy stupid films. My favorite film franchise is the Fast and Furious franchise.
Of course.
So I enjoy stupid, crazy shit like that. So like when it comes to, like, I know a lot of people are not going to watch this because of the ratings. I think that if you have an emotional connection or like just nostalgia-wise connection to the original film, this it pays a lot of homage to that, but also does not steer away or stay away from trying to create something bigger for a younger audience, bigger for new audience that didn't enjoy the original film. So that's another good thing that I really enjoyed about it. The music was great. There's a lot of cool scenes that you just imagine. You see it in like the 2D animation, and then when you see it in live action, it's always like hit or miss, right?
Yeah.
But I think with like that Prince Ali entrance, I really enjoyed that one.
I loved the visuals for Prince Ali and also for Friend Like Me.
A Friend Like Me was great too, and even A Whole New World, it was subtle.
Yeah.
A Whole New World was subtle. I know that's probably one of the biggest.
Right. I think it started off like I was like, it's a little dark. Like I'm not really seeing the world. But then when they actually like at the end of it, they come down to like watch the village. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, it's subtle, and they don't go to like all these different,
Right.
because that's unrealistic. And in the original
Let's
film,
go to the Taj Mahal.
they're literally traveling to different countries in like 10 minutes. It's like that's not real.
Right.
How fast is that? How fast is that carpet going?
That's the unrealistic part.
Yeah.
What about there's genies? There's like monkeys and flying carpets.
The magic carpet cannot travel that far that fast.
Yeah, it's that time that traveling between different countries that quickly is that's where you draw the line. But other than that, I mean, I thought that the film was fun. I think that if you don't go into it expecting too much from it, you'll have fun with it.
I mean, I went in with like my expectations on the floor.
Really?
So yeah.
And so, like, do you enjoy like musical films?
I love musicals.
Really?
So yeah.
What's your favorite musical? What do you guys
Film
think?
or just like musical?
Musical and film?
Okay.
Either.
I mean, musical ever is Wicked.
Okay, all right. Have
More
you
than
ever...
Hamilton.
Really?
People are like
Okay, that's
shocked
incorrect.
about.
I'm gonna be totally
Ignorant
truthful
and
with you guys.
wrong.
I've never seen Hamilton. I've heard the songs. I've never seen.
Okay, you've heard the songs at least.
Yeah,
Though. That's
I
what
mean,
counts.
but I think that you need to actually visually see
That's
it
true. I mean, it's always
for
better
you
when
to
you actually see
understand it, like
but-
the context of the songs. How about so that's your favorite musical, Wicked.
Wicked.
How about like musical film,
Musical film?
like a film with music in it, singing a lot.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what my favorite is. You know?
That's kind of a hard one.
Yeah.
Musical film.
How about you?
Because my favorite musical is Hamilton. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And before Hamilton was In the Heights.
Did you see it at the Pantages? Or not Pantages? The
I saw it on Broadway actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did?
I did. I saw it on Broadway.
What?
I spent a fortune so that I could see it.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
I flew
yeah, exactly.
back.
I flew there, flew
Ballpark,
back.
just for the tickets. What
Okay.
was it like?
Well, the tickets, yeah, because we got resale, obviously, because it was sold out for years.
Uh-huh.
And so I think the tickets were $450.
God damn.
And then it turned out, like, for each of us, and then it turned out that the day that we picked, Lin-Manuel wasn't going to perform. It was going to be Javier, which he's great too, but he's not Lin-Manuel. So then we had to switch those tickets, and then we paid, like, an extra $100.
So when you say switch tickets, do you mean that
Like,
you
we had
just
to
lost out on
sold.
$500?
I mean, we sold our tickets back to get the other tickets, and then we had to pay the difference. So it was like $100 extra for the one where he was performing. But good times.
Yeah.
And then I saw it in Dallas for a much more reasonable price.
$60.
Yeah, exactly.
How about musical film?
Yeah, that's. Oh, I don't know why that took me so long. Les Mis. I loved Les Mis so
Oh,
much.
with the one with Hugh
The
Jackman?
The one with Hugh Jackman, the one with
man.
with Amanda Seyfried. Because I just liked first off I liked the song they added for Cosette because Cosette's my favorite character and I feel like she does not get enough love. And yeah, I felt like everyone cared a lot even if they couldn't sing.
I know a lot of people are sad
Russell
that a lot of people that Hugh Jackman is not Wolverine anymore, but I think he's found his footing in
Right.
musical
He loves
films.
singing.
The Greatest
Love the
Showman
man.
is great.
I love The Greatest
like
Showman.
If you
It's fine.
if you
As long as you like,
step
don't
away from
think
the
about
whole
P.T.
truth
Barnum.
about
Exactly.
P.T. Barnum.
Yeah.
Like this is just some man who thinks that the circus brings people together.
Yes.
Not
It doesn't really.
P.T.
It's
Barnum.
just but it's a great film. So I mean, the musical aspect of this film is that it's fun. A lot of the songs are fun. There's some things I felt like it lost some of the magic. Is the scene where Aladdin, spoiler alert, uses his last wish to free the genie.
Okay.
It didn't have as much impact on me as the one that Robin Williams did. Like you kind of get with with the original film, you get a sense of this really deep connection that Aladdin has with the genie because the genie is probably one of the few people that has seen Aladdin for who he is versus of what society sees who he is.
Yeah.
And the genie, despite even in this film they show, despite his restrictions as a genie and what he can do, you learn that they do become true friends. And you kind of see it in the original film, but in this film it really emphasizes that yes, Will Smith did, or Aladdin, or the genie didn't have to do any of that stuff for
Right.
Aladdin. He is not, morally obligated or lamptually obligated
Lamptually
to do these things for Aladdin. And I felt like it had the opportunity in this film to
Yeah.
get that same feel like that original the
Yeah.
original film had. But I just didn't feel it. You know?
Maybe
It
they
was
just switched too quickly to
it
like.
was just
I'm
too
a human
quickly,
now. Okay, now I'm
yeah.
gonna be with what's her face.
But I mean,
Dahlia.
it was
Spoilers.
fine. There's a lot of like, despite that, there are a lot of other things that I really enjoyed. The dancing was really cool.
Oh yeah.
The colors. It's just like beautiful colors.
Yeah.
If I were ever to go watch it again, I'd probably go under the influence and just
Go under the influence.
and just enjoy some
Yeah.
of this visually beautiful film. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think you should go see it. It's
You should.
even if you're not willing to pay the full price. This is how I used to review movies.
A-list.
I'd be like full price, midnight showing.
Oh my
Or
God.
I'd be like midnight showing, opening night,
Yeah.
full price, matinee, rental, or not even. That's
Right,
That's
right.
how I'd.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
This would definitely be between matinee and opening night. Like it's
Okay,
just a
yeah.
fun movie, especially if you're a big Disney fan. You have to see
Right.
it. You have to see it.
I would have to say, like the one thing that bothers me, sort of, and which is what
Oh yeah,
I was
I have one more thing. too,
concerned
that was-
about from the start, and I have to say it because otherwise I would not be me.
Oh, here we go.
I know. I'm sorry. Is that Aladdin to begin with is already kind of like a Orientalist mishmash, like told from a Western perspective. Originally it's like possibly a Chinese tale. It supposedly takes place in
Yeah,
China, but it's it's from a French translator who incorporated it into Arabian Nights. So who knows where it's really from.
Yeah.
But when Disney originally made it, it's supposed to be clearly it's like Arab, right? Arabian Nights. But then they have there's
Indian
influence.
influence,
There's
yeah.
all kinds of Asian and Middle Eastern influences in there. So then we get to the live action. I think this would have been a great opportunity to choose one.
To choose one?
To choose one.
And they did it.
And they did not choose one.
Because in the film, there's actually like a Bollywood
Yeah,
scene.
there's literally a Bollywood dance.
Yeah,
And I was like, what is happening? And of course,
So-
Naomi Scott is part Indian. So it's fine to have, if you're going to do like a melting pot, and that's how they did it. They're like, Agrabah is a trading port, and so that's why we have all these different influences. Plus,
when you guys figured out the casting for who was going to be Jasmine, did you guys have an issue with it, or who it was?
I just because she was part Indian, and then I was like, so we're going to continue with the Indian and Arab situation. And then in the movie, they did say that her mom came from a different land. So there you go, done, problem solved. But
very easy for them to do.
How
about you? Did you have a problem with her?
Not really, honestly. I mean, I didn't really know who she was or anything, so it was kind of like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Our fans here all know who she is because she is the Pink Ranger.
Yes, in
She
the Power
did-
Rangers movie.
And she killed it in that film
She did.
too. Even
I
though that
loved her in
film-
that movie.
Even though that film did not do as well.
That
as-
film got killed.
Yes, it
did
got
not kill
murdered.
it.
But she was probably one of the strong points.
But yeah,
in it.
I do think they should have had, obviously it's fine that Guy Ritchie directs it, and it's fine that whoever that other dude that was with them wrote it, but to have someone that is of Arab or Middle Eastern or Indian, of any of those choices, to be on board.
Representation is
because
is
it's
key.
great to see it on screen, but it's also someone, obviously someone told them it's Friday Salam, not Sunday Salam, which is a plus, but someone else could have been like, let's do a different dance. Let's do a more Arab dance in this scene.
If you guys were to, anything, I mean, obviously probably not the ones that are in production now. If there's a Disney film or a cartoon adaptation that you guys want to see be brought to the big screen, what would you guys want to see?
Well, you always look at me
I'm
first.
sorry.
I'm like, I don't know.
You're the noob.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me think about that one.
Well,
Newbies
we'll come back
first.
to you.
I guess it's probably too soon for Moana, so I'm gonna go back just a tiny bit and say Princess and the Frog.
Princess and
Yes,
the Frog?
wait,
Yeah.
I agree. Princess and the Frog is so overlooked.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
honestly one of my
You
haven't even
favorite
seen it?
favorites
I've never seen it.
ever.
It's so cute.
It's unbelievable, and
Yeah.
it gets completely overlooked, even by Disney all the time.
Yeah.
If you go to Disneyland, if you go to New Orleans Square, Tiana will be there sometimes, but they have so much more opportunity to do things with it and have merch and stuff, and
Yeah,
they just
so maybe people would think
they
it was
just
a new movie
overlook it.
altogether.
Yeah, I've
maybe
nev-
they
I've
wouldn't
never
even
seen it,
know.
so maybe,
It's a remake.
You guys seem like you really enjoy it. I might just go and
it's
rent
such
it,
a good one.
check it out.
But honestly, I'd say Frozen. I think.
Yeah,
for my
Frozen. I mean,
answer.
and Frozen's everyone loves it.
Who
People
would
would be
you
waiting for
guys
it.
have as Anna and Elsa?
Honestly, can we still have Idina Menzel?
Yeah,
Would you
right.
guys-
They're maybe a little too old.
Yeah,
Maybe a
she
little
may
too
be a
old.
little,
Who's a powerhouse? Who are powerhouse voices that are babies? Baby powerhouse voices. Miley Cyrus. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe like Leah Michele or something.
Leah Michele, maybe. Yeah. Or like
I don't know if she's
Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah, Demi Lovato is actually a really good singer.
Yeah, she is. She is a really good singer.
I mean, Ariana Grande is like...
Oh yeah, there you go. Ariana Grande can be Elsa.
Yeah.
But after those, what shows are Victorious? Cat and...
Are you suggesting that she wasn't a good actress in Victorious?
I'm not suggesting anything. Come on. I was like, what is that? That's not real.
Jared said Gargoyles.
Oh, Gargoyles was a cool cartoon. I would say... I know it's weird, but I really enjoyed a Goofy movie. That's probably one of my favorite Disney movies.
Goofy movie? Yeah. So you want a live-action Goofy movie?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be humans, but, something.
Like Lion King.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I don't know.
Live action.
Live action. Kind of like, probably not as bad as Sonic the Hedgehog, but something like, not something...
Did that movie get pushed back?
It actually did. It got pushed to, I think, February.
I think the whole thing's just a publicity thing. I don't think they ever had any intention of actually making it. I think it's still the original release date, and I think that
the trailer that we saw is not what we're getting.
I think the trailer. I think that they did the whole thing just so that people would be talking about the movie, but they never had any intention of actually making that or making it look like that. So now
they have to, is that what you're saying?
I don't think they ever really made the movie look as bad as the trailer
like she's saying, like the trailer was like created to look that bad so that people would talk about it.
They knew that they had a movie that wasn't going to be super hyped or anything, so they decided to create a lot of controversy.
That is something that people do. Yeah, that is a crazy idea. It's
kind of like how people say like the Starbucks cup was left in Game of Thrones
on purpose.
So as like an advertising.
As advertising, it did actually boost sales for Starbucks. It was like $1 billion in advertising for Starbucks.
That is so crazy. All these like Easter eggs and stuff like that, just in order to boost sales. And speaking of Game of Thrones, they had the water bottle.
Like that's right, the water bottle.
Like. Whoever
they got so lazy at the end.
They got just so late. I mean, you could tell.
I almost wonder if maybe now if we go back, they'll find stuff in the old ones that like people were just looking for something.
Did you watch the Game of Thrones? Did you finish it?
Yeah.
I know this is a movie.
Yeah,
show,
suddenly. Game of Thrones was like a movie.
Yeah, they were. The last 6 episodes were like movie length. What did you guys think of the ending?
Well, I'm happy that my Sansa's Queen in the North. That's all I wanted. I got what I came for.
I am not happy. John was robbed. The whole thing. There's just so many.
No, I was happy.
John?
He didn't
want it.
Exactly what he wanted.
He got what he wanted.
I was happy for him.
Yeah.
What's the point, though? All these things. What's the point?
I think that the issue with the final season of Game of Thrones is, or maybe the final few seasons.
A little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Is just that they started skipping important conversations. Like they were just like cut out. Like.
Well, I mean, they had the offer to do like the season has 13 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And then they
were
like, no,
didn't take it.
6.
Which makes no sense.
I don't know.
They just didn't they didn't care about the journey to getting there, which is ridiculous because it was all out.
Going back to Aladdin, that isn't the case for this.
They care about the journey.
There were a few shortcuts, but not so much.
Yeah.
One major thing that I really did not enjoy about this film was Jafar. I didn't like Jafar.
Interesting.
He was not menacing enough. He wasn't like, I don't know. Like
he was not menacing, I agree.
Like you didn't feel like the danger or anything about it. I do like that they did add this to his history, is that him and Aladdin, or Aladdin and him, are not quite different.
Right, I like that. They're like opposite, both sides of the same coin.
In this film, they kind of established that before Jafar became the what's the word? What is he? The
vizier. The vizier, yeah.
Of the Sultan, he was also a street rat.
Yeah.
That kind of had to he fought his way to become someone,
right?
You know? Which
so
is
he's
cool.
like what would happen to Aladdin if Aladdin had given in to the temptation to like get more power and more wishes or whatever,
And so. That was the only thing, and that is also another thing with the upcoming Lion King adaptation, is that I feel like Scar is not going to have the same feel as Scar, like Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Just the voice, just hearing the voice in the trailer. Have you seen the trailer for Lion King yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When Scar talks, it's not menacing.
Yeah.
It's not scary. It's someone that did really well was it Shere Khan or what? What's the
Yeah.
From Jungle Book.
Yeah, wasn't that Idris Elba?
Was it Idris Elba? Yeah,
that's
it was
why.
Scary. Yeah,
but he was very menacing.
Who's Scar in this one? It's the other guy from. I can't remember what his name is.
I do not know
Yeah,
who it is.
but it's not.
I agree,
not
it's
as
just
menacing.
not on the same level.
I think
Plus,
that-
his look just isn't on the same level. His look was not
Well,
very
you didn't.
menacing.
You didn't
either.
obviously think they're gonna make him orange and black
Well,
hair.
I don't know, but
They could have.
He just kind of looks like a rundown version of Mufasa.
yeah, exactly. Which
And
is
that-
like
yeah.
okay,
And then
it's
are we
just
gonna ignore
Mufasa's ugly brother.
Are we gonna ignore the fact that Nala and Simba are cousins?
Well, that's just how it works.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
like, you know,
in the
Mufasa's
lion
her
world.
dad too, you know.
It's just how. Well, so wait, that makes them siblings.
Oh no, oh no,
That makes them half siblings.
half
Yeah,
siblings,
yeah.
Why did I say cousins?
You said
Well,
cousins
well,
because you thought
Yeah.
Scar was her dad, maybe. But no,
Yeah.
yeah, because there's like one lion who gives birth to like one or not gives
Isn't that
birth,
great?
but one lion who impregnates.
there's one
Yeah.
male lion that impregnates all the female
yeah.
lions.
So yeah, they're
That
siblings.
is crazy.
Good
I'm
times.
I'm still excited.
Game of Thrones.
Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, right? Yeah.
was that something that I feel like this whole thing with John and Danny is we were conditioned for it or prepped for it
Right.
for the unnecessary like special time between Cersei and
Jamie.
yeah. So we're like,
If
we're throwing
honestly,
siblings at you.
if
oh.
anything, that was like that was part of the weirdness that like they tried to make it a big deal for John. Like John didn't want to bone her anymore now that he knew that she was his aunt, and that was like part of why she went crazy for some reason. But like we are already like it's fine. We see siblings all the time. Just go for it. No one's judging you. So it was kind of difficult to process.
We gotta change the title of this Aladdin and Game of Thrones.
Sorry.
Is with any characters from the Disney universe, is that on your to-do list for cosplay?
For cosplay, I mean, I would love to do Ariel.
Oh, there isn't.
There is gonna be a live-action Little Mermaid too, yeah.
I think what's his name? Lin-Manuel's gonna do this.
Yes, he's doing the music.
So
or
that's
the
really
lyrics.
bad.
Lin-Manuel just needs to do everything
That's
for now.
true.
Like,
That's
why
true.
even make a musical that he's not involved in
So
some
true.
capacity?
So true.
Like,
So
did
that's a
great
diss
with
towards Pasek
Moana.
and Paul. I think you heard this here. She hates Pasek and Paul, is what I'm hearing.
I'm just saying he can be involved. You know, he
Yeah.
doesn't have
Is
to-
he this generation's Alan Menken?
Maybe.
Maybe like just
Maybe.
you know how
It's
he
just like
makes
content.
all the Disney movies.
Yeah, yeah.
The audio, the music for all the Disney movies.
I guess he's kind of heading that way. Yeah.
You know, it's fine. You know, I did not see the new Mary Poppins, so I didn't know how.
I
he did.
did see the new Mary Poppins. He did well.
He
did
did
well.
well.
Yeah. Mary Poppins itself was just kind of like it was like Mary Poppins, but
It's fine. It's Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
It's a hard pill to swallow. You know.
a spoonful of sugar makes medicine go
Yeah,
down.
I mean it does. But you know.
Don't know what
But I
that
mean,
medicine
other
was.
like is like for just from this conversation, did this entice you a little bit to want to see Aladdin?
Honestly, yeah. I wasn't sure. I was thinking about just waiting for it to be, you know, available to stream. But now I'm because like I've seen the animated one. I was
Yeah.
like, I have to see the live action one. Like I know what happens.
It's very cute.
But
Yeah,
very
it's very
fun.
nice, and it's just real.
It's definitely my favorite Disney remake so far. Disney
Yeah.
live action remake so far.
There's another weird thing though that I saw when like a lot of people were dancing. It felt like, you know, when you're on YouTube and you're watching videos, you have that option to like speed it up. A
Oh
little
yeah.
There is a lot of scenes where like the people are just like moving all weird. It's like, what's going on here? Did you notice that?
I think I did. I actually I know I noticed it when he slowed stuff down.
Okay.
Because Guy Ritchie did two parts, especially like in like One Jump Ahead. There's a part where like it slows down and
Yeah.
then goes to normal speed.
Yeah.
So I could see him doing the opposite.
Yeah.
So perhaps
He
there
just
were in
sped it up.
fact
yeah, the part where Aladdin goes into the water and he's just like slowed down.
Yeah.
Like, that's in the trailer. It's not a spoiler.
That's
None of this is a spoiler.
That's
if
not
anybody,
spoiler, right?
yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Aladdin gets. So this is I'm gonna spoil the whole movie for you. Aladdin finds a lamp. Aladdin gets granted 3 wishes. The genie is free, and well, I mean,
well, now I definitely don't need to see the movie.
yeah. Yeah, so it kept very close to the original film, but it wasn't scene by scene.
No, it wasn't scene by scene for sure. And then, like we already said, there's 2 major-ish plot points that are new and that are good.
Really well. It's real well. I honestly think you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's honestly, if you were to give it
Also,
a rating-
Hakeem is the best character. He's
just
very
keep
important.
just keep that in mind. We won't tell you who it is, but Hakeem.
Hopefully, he needs to be more noticed. Hakeem
Yeah.
is so important. Anyway,
was that his name in the original film?
did he exist in the original film?
Isn't it the big guy?
I don't know who
Wait, who's Hakeem?
Hakeem is the head of the guards.
Yeah. Well, they had a head of guards in the original film.
Does he have a name?
Might have just been head of the guard.
Yeah, maybe just head of the guards. But they say Hakeem so many times in this film.
Yeah.
You know?
And another reviewer said, they say monkey a lot.
Oh, yeah, they do say monkey a lot. Yeah.
There are so many things that they say multiple times. You could really...
Like a drinking game.
Like in the movie theater, just like, oh, damn it. So, I mean, it's a really fun film. What did you think, like, you saw the Genie in the trailers. What did you think of his design in the actual film?
Better? Yeah, better.
Did you notice still some problems with it, or?
I didn't, but then again, that's because I already knew he was gonna Will Smith himself soon, you know. So I was just kind of like, cool.
And
with it. How about you?
one amazing thing is that I guess it wasn't motion capture; it was all CG.
Oh,
it was not motion capture for Will Smith.
That's really interesting.
That's a very interesting way of doing it, especially since motion capture is like that's what people are just doing now.
Yeah,
that's just the only thing that people do now. I mean, look at what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, okay.
Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk. Like,
is
if you see Edward Norton as the Hulk, totally different than seeing Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. Like it, I think it's more apparent in Thor Ragnarok, where it's like that's just a really buff green Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the future as far as like making
these
type
I
of
agree.
movies.
I'm surprised that.
Yeah. So they said this was just straight up CG.
Huh.
So I mean, maybe that was one of the issues why he kind of looked weird sometimes.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because like I would have been fine because they made the Genie kind of like big.
Yeah.
I would have been fine if it was just a skinny Genie. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand what the issue was. But, it's fine. But
I guess they just wanted it to look...
Overall, what would you give out of 5?
Out of
stars?
5 stars? I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4. What would you give it? Transparency, we kind of...
5 out of 5!
Transparency, we kind of just threw her in. Danielle's probably... Or, they're interested in probably bringing you on to more shows. Just, and...
Give you a feel.
And, like... interacting with your cast members, it's it's key to
now we're bonded
and interacting with the fans. So I don't know if you guys
we'll always have Aladdin.
Yeah, exactly. We'll always have Aladdin. But yes, Eon, there you go. CGI was bad, but I went with it. It didn't bother me. Jeff Bridges in Tron.
Oh, Jeff Bridges in Tron. Oh my God, that movie.
But
Tron Legacy.
I think that I would have been more like if I hadn't already seen how ugly it looked in the trailer.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know that Will Smith was going to pop up, I would have been like, "What is happening?"
But it's fun, and this film will hold us up for the summer until what else was coming out this summer? We got Spider-Man.
We got Spider-Man. Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
What else?
Girl, I don't know what else.
What else is coming out?
Good
for me, I'm excited for Luke and Hobbs. The Rock.
Of course.
The Rock and Jason Statham. What other movies are you guys looking forward to this summer?
I mean, I was looking forward to Detective Pikachu, but now it's already out and I still haven't seen it.
You got plenty of time. Did you watch Endgame? Did you enjoy Endgame?
I did enjoy Endgame.
Yeah. It's pretty intense.
That was the movie I was most hyped for. Just
pretty intense.
Not like not really the summer, but just like in general in my life.
Right.
Like it was like leading up to it, And
I am a little excited for Men in Black, the new Men in Black.
Yeah. The latest trailer that came out was actually really interesting.
Really?
Yeah, because the first couple trailers, I was like, okay, whatever. I'll watch it because it's Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, but otherwise I don't really care.
Another thing.
But the latest one I really liked.
Did you catch the new Terminator trailer?
I did see that.
What did you think about it?
I feel like I'm like 2 movies behind on Terminator, but
well, they said that this next film
is like a re.
Oh, Dark Phoenix. I was like, oh yeah, there's another film.
Are we excited for Dark Phoenix?
I'm intrigued to see what the take is.
Yeah, I do love Sophie Turner.
Are you guys big X-Men fans?
No. I mean, I've seen some of the movies, but I didn't see the one leading up to this one, so I'm not sure if I'm going to see this one.
But it's Sansa. Sansa's
It is.
great.
It is Sansa. We must support Sansa.
I mean, were you in the room when the X-Men came at WonderCon?
Yes, although I was not. If Sophie was there, I missed her. Sadly.
Who did you see?
I saw
Alexandra.
Yeah.
She was funny.
Yeah.
She was really funny.
Yeah.
Storm and what's that guy's name? Evan.
Yes.
Peters?
Yes, Evan Peters. Yeah.
Evan Peters is great. Yeah. So
yes, but sadly, I missed Love
the
My
cast
Life.
is great. The cast is great. It's just the films are just kind of miss. So yeah, Dark Phoenix. I'm excited for Dark Phoenix. I saw Detective Pikachu. It was pretty good.
That was really cute. Yeah.
Gabriel Luna as the Terminator. Do you like
Gabriel Luna is the
that?
Terminator?
Is it Gabriel? It's the guy from Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's Gabriel Luna. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the Terminator.
Well, I'm excited for that.
You
yeah.
did? I thought you didn't. See
I
that
didn't
shit?
realize it was Gabriel Luna.
Yeah, he's literally just playing the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So I mean that's interesting. Get to see.
I want him to come back as Ghost Rider.
Yes, he's gonna have his Hulu series.
Yes, a brand new Hulu series.
I don't know, but I wanted him and
Daisy
and
to hook up.
Daisy,
I wanted that
I was
too.
shipping
I
it.
wanted that too.
Is that what you guys want? I feel like they're doing.
They're
what's
doing
his
Deke
name?
and Daisy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be kind of weird.
I haven't seen him.
don't
He hasn't.
support that
are
one.
You guys,
Yeah.
have you guys seen the latest season?
I've watched the latest season so
I
far.
haven't
Yeah.
seen him yet.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
not here.
because he was went off, right? So we've got to figure out how he comes on back. But yes, he does love Daisy, so it's gonna be kind of weird, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I could support some kind of love triangle or some kind of fight over her or something.
You know what, yeah.
Ghost Rider wants to come back.
that's right. I accept that.
You know what? I would
respect
totally
that.
trade Ghost Rider for Yo-Yo because I don't really care for Yo-Yo. I'm sorry, Yo-Yo is boring.
No, she's not.
This is ignorant
I'm
and
sorry.
wrong.
I'm so sorry. She's just boring to me.
Yo-Yo's
I
awesome.
love
Well,
Yo-Yo.
she can come and they can both be there.
Sorry,
They can
Yo.
join.
Sorry. So that's cool. You guys you kept up with all the Marvel TV shows and all that.
Not all of them. I'm behind on Runaways,
Okay.
but I do obviously watch Agents of Shield, and Cloak and Dagger is really good.
Have you seen The Gifted? It's not.
I forgot
Marvel.
that one existed.
It's the Fox one.
I watched the first. I actually watched the pilot, and I was like, "Hey, this is pretty good." And then I never watched it again.
Yeah.
Honestly, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the only one that I
Really
keep
enjoy
up
it.
with. Yeah. Or any of the Netflix ones. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
there's some.
The only thing I could do the first season of Jessica Jones, but even that.
Who's your favorite
struggled
Agents of
with.
Shield character?
Favorite Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. character?
Me personally, it's Daisy. I love Daisy.
I love Daisy, but I'm gonna have to say May.
Yeah, that's what I
okay,
figured.
Okay.
I love them both. I love them both equally. I can't choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's a good show. A lot of people sleep on the show.
Yeah, and there's no.
Because it had a rocky start.
Right, it did have a rocky start. But that's because it was just waiting for Captain America, Winter Soldier. Or
So I
whatever.
mean, if
I still love going back and watching the early stuff now, knowing what happens.
Yeah.
Going back and watching it is like.
so if Agent May wants to join the Disney universe again and
Yes.
play the mother or the grandmother, grandmother too old.
Well,
No,
but
that's what I'm
in
saying.
the makeup, in the makeup.
She'd be she would go all out with that.
Yeah.
This cricket's a lucky one.
I bet you in the Mulan movie, if they have a cricket, it's gonna be Alan Tudyk.
As it should
I
be.
feel like Alan Tudyk is just taking all these roles that
The
Yeah.
cricket doesn't say anything. What's it?
He'll just make.
Alan Tudyk was Iago in this film. He barely said anything.
Yeah, he
Honestly,
had
there's
4
no.
lines.
I felt like there's no point in even hiring Alan Tudyk. 'cause-
Yeah, I wouldn't have realized it was Alan Tudyk.
Yeah,
You know.
because it wasn't like the Iago from the other film. It was like, the Gilbert
Oh, Legion
Gottfried.
season 3 is coming. Legion is a good one.
Oh, yeah.
If you're into that.
Yeah, but Alan Tudyk, literally, whatever Jafar said, he would just repeat it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they did the whole thing with bringing back Vin Diesel for Guardians of the Galaxy so many times. So, I guess.
But he really acted
Did he?
that role.
He
Did.
did.
That's what I'm saying.
He
you know,
did.
literally, you could just have him say I am
Am.
and Groot so many different times, and then just
And just
cut it
splice them together.
Yeah, but Disney has all this. Disney
They
has
have
all
the
this
cash
money.
to blow, yeah.
Yeah,
They
so
got
just
the money.
all Vin Diesel, you just come in and just
Yeah.
come in. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. That's why I felt like that was the case for this film with Alan Tudyk. It's just like
Second!
Yeah, that's
Second!
it. That's it. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, I love him
He
too.
He is.
I love him on Doom Patrol, where he is Mr. Nobody, and y'all should
I haven't
watch.
finished
It's
Doom
so
Patrol.
good.
I haven't finished Doom Patrol, but I enjoy it. I do like Cyborg in it, and was it Matt Bonner?
Matt
Bomer's?
Bomer, yeah, as
he's
Negative
great.
Man. Mm-hmm.
It's a great film. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. Thank you for Daniela for joining us. Did you have a good time?
I did have a really good time.
Yeah, it was fun. Where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at daniela.claire.cosplay, on Facebook at Danielle Claire, YouTube Danielle Claire, Twitch Danielle Claire.
Dang, lots of Danielle Claire happening.
You're gonna be doing your
name.
con circuit soon. We're into con season. Are you a big con goer?
I am a goer of cons, yes, though I
But
do
you're
not
more
cosplay.
so like the panels.
Yeah,
and the-
exactly.
Well, we'll
the
get you
panels.
started.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you ever
Cosplay.
tried?
One time I cosplayed as Sailor Mars.
Yeah.
Yes, that has happened.
Yeah, because I'm a retired cosplayer.
You're a retired cosplayer? I guess I too can say I'm a retired cosplayer now.
Danielle's still in the game, right? So
I am.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
If you guys have time to see this film, it's a really fun film, and I mean, even if no one does see it, Disney's not gonna bat.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
They'll be
Doesn't
fine.
it wasn't already like 100 million opening weekend?
That's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
it's not bad
I
at
mean,
all.
honestly, this film doesn't look like it cost that much to make. I mean, there's the special effects are just whatever.
Yeah.
It's not. No, I'm not in a bad way. It's just
Right.
like it's nothing too crazy. It's nothing too crazy for you to break bank. But yeah, thank you again, you guys, for watching. Thank you for always showing up on your Saturdays. Honestly, like I say, you guys could be anywhere else in the world doing anything. Like honestly,
And you could be
anything.
doing those things while still playing
Exactly.
this video.
You know what? Actually, back in my cosplay days, I would watch a lot of just YouTube videos in the background.
Yeah.
And just be doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so we appreciate you guys taking your time. We all appreciate you guys spending your Saturdays with us. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending
In geek pop culture.
Peace.